A few manipulators in India have been removing, plundering the public resources. In 2001, the government of India started transmitting the public sector undertakings to them in the pretext of managing the fiscal deficit. The present man brought this to the notice of India. Present man pointed out the unconstitutional conversion of public assets into private assets. The government of India modified its stand a little, but the media did not report the reason for the change in policy. Therefore, the people remained in utter darkness. The same manipulators, even now, determine the priorities of the nation. They determine the interest rate, they determine the exim policy, they determine the exchange rate, they determine the economic policy of the nation. In fact, they determine the destiny of the nation. The manipulators say that they do everything to the people of India just to improve the living condition of the people. In order to maintain this system, they do not report men and matters according to degree. Naturally, the people do not get any chance to bring constitutionalism in India or to determine or identify their own representatives. Naturally, there is no democracy in India. At one stage, the present man brought this to the notice of the world leaders. Letters were sent to different heads of nations of all major countries. The Prime Minister of England, Mr. Tony Blair, acknowledged a receipt of the letter in 2005. His successor, Gordon Brown, also had acknowledged a letter. Some other world leaders also had acknowledged different letters. As the Queen of England wields some moral influence over all Commonwealth countries, a letter was sent to her requesting her to contribute to a share for the freedom of Indians. She, in turn, brought this matter to the notice of the heads of Commonwealth countries. This action infuriated the government of India. Whatever happened, the Queen of England did not visit India to declare open 2010 Commonwealth Games. The Prime Minister of England, Dr. Manmohan Singh, had stopped visiting after this episode, visiting England after this episode. The media in England is not different from the media in England. As the present man posted everything in a blog, The media in England was also aware of this episode. Letters were also sent to different newspapers all over India, all over the world. But all newspapers and TV channels in England and all over the world did not report this matter to the people. Now, Theresa May is one of the powerful political leaders in India, in the world. She wields great influence. She is dedicated to selfless service. She can contribute a lot for the freedom of Indians. As the media in England also is ungrateful enough to hide everything from every important thing, development from the people. Mrs. Theresa May must reveal the circumstances that led to this episode to the people. If Mrs. Theresa May thinks that something is due to Indians and to the people of England, she can bring to light the circumstances that led the Queen of England to refrain from visiting India to declare open the 210 Commonwealth Games. This will lead to the emancipation of the world. This will lead to democracy. This would lead to freedom. This would bring human rights to all people all over the world. It would go down as a great service to the humanity.